Hello, my name is Meerah and I'm a Lorekeeper in one of Yogg-Sothoth's libraries, and today I wanted to talk about the creature from Europa Report, a film that came out in 2013. The supervisor of visual effects, John Baer, and the production designer, Eugenio Cabrero, and their concept art team are the amazing folks responsible for designing this creature and the vibes of the film as a whole. They based the design loosely on vampire squids, and watching the behind-the-scenes featurettes on the DVD for this movie was such a fun treat. 10 out of 10, would highly recommend. This movie deserves all the love. It's very clear that its team that made it genuinely had a passion for what they were doing. Now, I know what you're thinking. Meerah, how can you make an entire video about a creature that appears on screen for like all of 2 frames? To which I respond, if that's not the definition of an Eldritch creature, I don't know what is. This will, like most of my videos, be pretty short since we know so little, but I still wanted to ramble about it for a little bit because I love it so much. The Europan creature lives underneath the ice sheet of Europa's surface, specifically in the region known as the Connemara Chaos, where the ice sheet is a bit thinner and a small amount of sunlight can penetrate through to the waters below. The ice that the Europa 1 crew drills through is approximately 2,800 meters or 9,000 feet thick, which is thick. The ice layer is still thick enough, however, to provide protection from the surface radiation, of which Europa has quite a lot. It's also a region where the seafloor is home to a multitude of hydrothermal vents, which allows the oceans to remain warm enough to support life. This then allows for microscopic algae to grow, as well as larger creatures such as the tentacled bioluminescent cephalopod we see in the film. Based on its behavior, we can assume it is intelligent and that it hunts for food, and thus perhaps is either omnivorous or carnivorous. This also implies that smaller Europan creatures exist for it to prey on, and that those probably feed on algae. The creature has a bioluminescence that also seems to cause a spike in radioactivity and electromagnetic interference, which is seen on the cameras and equipment of the Europa 1 mission. The creature also seems to emit noises, hums, and shrieks that appear to correlate with the creature's radiation spikes when hunting. Whether it can control this consciously or if it's just a subconscious biological function is unknown. If it happens only when hunting or anytime anything gets close to the creature at all is also a mystery. The creature also seems to be both very fast and very strong. The area where Katya does her spacewalk, slightly thinner than where they originally drilled through, it's implied that the creature breaks the ice for Katya to fall in. Another crew member implies that it could possibly eat through the ice. What is a lot less clear, not that anything up until now has been super clear, is the creature's motivations. Throughout the film, the blue light of its bioluminescence is shown following the crew as they do their research, implying that it is either hunting them or attracted to them or possibly agitated by their artificial lights. While this is a definite possibility and likely the case, I would pose another theory that perhaps the creature is encountering surface dwellers for the first time and is thus just being very curious. We know this about our Terran cephalopods, that they're extremely curious and intelligent creatures, so it wouldn't surprise me if this Europan version was also just curious by nature and like trying to get a closer look. But it does seem to hunt them. It's very, very likely that it's just hunting them. But anyway, I just wanted to ramble about this for a bit because I love this creature's design so much. Anyway, that's about it for me. I really enjoy Europa Report. It's one of my comfort movies, and I'm sure some of you haven't even heard of it, so I would highly encourage all of you who enjoy sci-fi or cosmic or eldritch horror to give it a chance. The people who made it were clearly passionate about the project and loved it, and I personally think that shows. I'm just a huge nerd for this kind of stuff. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. That is pretty much it. If you liked, leave a like or a comment or subscribe. You all know the drill. Special thank you, as always, to my channel members, especially Loremasters, PwNaGeDOTexe, and General Jehuty. May Yogg grant you the knowledge you seek, my friends. Friendly reminder that I do have a Patreon where you can join for free to watch my videos without those pesky ads. And yeah, I hope to see you all next time here in the library.